Hello, my name is Caroline. In today's video, we are installing Ubuntu Desktop on my Raspberry Pi with Remote Desktop. That's right, I'm going to use VNC to be able to see and control my Ubuntu Desktop on my Raspberry Pi. Now, why are we doing this? Number one, super excited. Ubuntu Desktop is now available for Raspberry Pi. And number two, I don't have enough space or keyboards or mouses, and I don't have a dedicated monitor to dedicate to my Ubuntu on my Raspberry Pi. And thus, what I'm doing is I am going to Remote Desktop, VNC, so that I can see and control my Ubuntu Desktop on my Raspberry Pi from the computer that's already on my desk. I'm going to flash a brand new SD card. I'm going to set up Ubuntu from scratch on my Raspberry Pi, and then I'm going to show you how to enable Remote Desktop via VNC in this video. Now, let's get started. Now, we're going to start on my regular computer desktop, and I have a micro SD card. I would suggest at least a 3216 micro SD card for this project. This is for your Raspberry Pi, and I'm going to, on my computer, I only have a large SD slot, so I'm going to stick it into the adapter it came in, and then I'm going to stick it into the side of my computer. And we're going to flash Ubuntu Desktop from my desktop computer. Check this out. I'm using the Raspberry Pi Imager. If you're not already familiar with the Raspberry Pi Imager, I will link down below as to how you can download the Raspberry Pi Imager. It is raspberrypi.org/software, and then you can just download the Imager right from this website. I will link to it below. Once you've installed that, you'll have this lovely Raspberry Pi Imager on your computer. You want to choose your OS. Click on that and check this out. Ubuntu is one of the choices. And then you want to select Ubuntu Desktop. If you select Ubuntu Server, that's just going to give you literally the server, and you'll be stuck doing a whole bunch of terminal commands. Desktop gives you that beautiful GUI interface that's going to work out really great for this project. You want to choose your SD card, the one I just popped in there, and I'm going to hit write. It's going to prompt me for my password. Enter my password. Is going to start writing. It is erasing everything I had on my micro SD card, so I don't suggest doing this on something that you had something important on. Always use a micro SD card where you're just reformatting the entire thing. All right, so we're going to let this write and then verify, and I will be right back. And we're back. I have finished flashing Ubuntu Desktop on my micro SD card. Now I am going to remove the micro SD card from my computer, and I will pop it into my Raspberry Pi. We're going to get this connected up to my monitor and keyboard. I'll need that for the first time around in order to start my Ubuntu Desktop on Raspberry Pi. Next, I will attach the mouse and keyboard combo. Then we need to connect our monitor, and I'll turn on the monitor. And then we need to power up our Pi. Our Ubuntu Desktop has powered up on our Raspberry Pi. Now we are going to go through a quick setup wizard. English, continue, keyboard layout, US, English US, continue, and then I will pick my Wi-Fi, hit continue. Maybe that's the default. I'm gonna hit continue. And now your name, I'm going to type in Caroline, your computer's name, Caroline Desktop, that's fine. Choose a password, and I'm going to choose login automatically. Let's take a note here. Username is Caroline, my password, and I'm going to log in automatically, hit continue. And now it's going to go into a system configuration setup. This is going to take a few minutes. I'll be right back. And we are back. Everything loaded properly on our Ubuntu Desktop. It will automatically reboot after it loads all of its changes. And there is a little wizard, online account wizard, that comes up the first time you reboot your Raspberry Pi Ubuntu Desktop. After you've completed the setup wizard, you can connect your online accounts. I'm going to skip that for now. Hit skip. And then I can send reports to improve Ubuntu. I will leave that default, hit next. And then there is privacy allows location services. I'll leave that as default. I'll hit next. And now I just wanted to point out to you, these are optional packages, apps that you can install. And I wanted to point out the first one they have here is the Plex Media Server. And you can install a Plex Media Server. This is your content, your movies, your music, and you can play it anywhere you can reach your Plex Media Server. So you can turn your Ubuntu desktop Raspberry Pi into a Plex Media Server. All you have to do is hit Plex Media Server and go through that setup. I am not going to do that right now. What I'm going to do is go over here to this power button, press the power button, hit settings, because we are going to set this up so that we can remote desktop, specifically VNC, into our Ubuntu desktop. How do we do that? All right, I have gone into settings. From settings, there are a lot of options here, and I'm going to hit sharing here, and my computer name, Caroline Desktop, that's what we set up previously. There is a toggle button right here for sharing. Toggle that on, and then I'm going to enable screen sharing. It is off right now by default. Click on that, and there's another toggle button. Make sure you toggle this on. And then I'm going to require a password. You set the password right here. Set the password, and my network, my default network is right here, and then you can click X. If you try to do this from your computer right now, the connection will be refused. There will be a security vulnerability. We do need to do one more step before this will work. I'm going to close this out. I'm going to go into Show Applications in the bottom left-hand corner here. And now we need to open up a terminal. And there's our terminal. And now we have a terminal open. We need to run one command. That command is gsettings space set space org.gnome.Vino space require-encryption space false. Enter. There it is. And now we should be able to VNC from our laptop computer, desktop computer over here. The other thing you need to know is you need to know the IP address of this Ubuntu server. That's very helpful. ifconfig will not work out of the box. You have to install sudo apt install net-tools, and then now we'll try ifconfig. And there we go. Our internal IP address is 10.0.0.194, and we can enter that in on our VNC viewer on our desktop computer. We'll do that next. On my desktop of my regular computer, this is a MacBook Pro, but this will work the same Windows or Mac. First of all, you'll need VNC Viewer, not VNC Server, but VNC Viewer. It is a free download from this URL. I will link to it in the description field below. You'll just hit download VNC Viewer and install it just like every other app on your computer. Once you get that installed, you'll fire it up, and here it is. And this is what you'll see. Well, actually, you won't see so many different IP addresses, but once you see it here, you'll be able to type in the IP address of your Raspberry Pi running Ubuntu. So leave the Raspberry Pi on, but you can now disconnect the mouse and the keyboard and the monitor from your Raspberry Pi running Ubuntu desktop, but please do leave it on. So I will type in 10.0.0.194, which is the IP address that we figured out from the last scene. Hit enter. And yes, I will get a little warning message here. I will hit continue, and there it is. This is the desktop that we just set up with Ubuntu, and you can see the terminal is still up. I left everything running. I can close that terminal now, so now I can access my Ubuntu desktop remotely. And if I want to install Plex Media Server, I'll hit Plex Media Server, and I will install it. And if I need to go to my file manager, I can hit Files, File Manager, and I can save files as I do with a regular USB. I just inserted a USB flash drive into my Raspberry Pi, and it's right here. There it is. Okay, so let's say I want to copy some music because I'm doing a Plex Media Server on my Raspberry Pi running Ubuntu desktop. So I've got some music here on my USB drive, and I'm going to just drag and drop it over into music. I'm in the process of copying music, and I have this video, and I'm going to drag and drop it over into videos. Check out music right now. And yes, sure enough, the music that I just dragged and dropped is in there. It's in a little folder. And yeah, there's a bunch of songs. Excellent. Now I can, once that's done, I can eject my USB drive. There it is. Now it says device can be removed. So now I'll remove my USB drive, and now I'll close my file manager. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.